Get up on the side. Oh, never mind. Like, is it? Oh, okay. Broadcast settings. What? Broadcast settings. Now what? Advanced settings. Display message spectrum. Nope, there it goes. I got you. I got you. I got you. Alright, hold on. I got you. Hold on, Jesse. Hold on. Oh, shit is going already. Okay, okay. Damn. I'm fucking up. Okay. Man, bam. It's on, man. This shit broadcasting, right? Yeah. I'm almost ready. That's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Yeah, this the winning teams. 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is big. I only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Come for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel
The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Man down. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. So opening drive, third down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big play there for Indy. 44 yards.
44 yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DeAndre Hopkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Jaguars nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
I raised everything else.
They'll set up a throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 32. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead them to 4th down. Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on 4th down. Now back to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On second down, Kamara. And he takes it in.
It's been a minute since I scored.
Alvin Kamara, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
7-yard line.
I got two plays left. I got me a lineman, too.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a toss, Kamara left side. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Perfect shit.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out.
No
What's
way.
that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
I ain't think my block was going to pick that
about
shit
getting
up.
rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here we go with Kamara. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Me a running back, y'all.
Alvin Kamara
running back,
with
y'all.
his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
I'm alone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Jacksonville is back, baby.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for
Jacksonville
and taken.
is back, baby.
Colts take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
Running back, y'all.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right, throw it out the window. Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back to throw now on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
First down, Indianapolis.
All right, y'all gonna fuck up. They always do.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll set up the screen to Taylor, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Taylor, 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Quick slant, caught by Moore. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Complete.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Taylor. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things, and it won't come back and hurt them later.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for David Njoku. Brings up 3rd down and 8 yards to
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 11-yard
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
A 28-yard attempt. And
Lambeau will put this one through. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. Not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. Partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Try to pound it in, Kamara. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Short of the goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line.
Gain on the play. Brings up.
So they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or worse, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
What you mean?
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter three.
Why
do
I need it?
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First down.
She jamming me. Ooh. I think I need to add this on.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Now left side on the swing pass. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Oh, you see how you coming, man?
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now Taylor. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard.
Again, it'll be Taylor. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let him know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Jaguars 23, Colts 20. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Just having a couple places there.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Some good gains going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, and that'll make it 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
First down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete.
Okay.
Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it online. It ran out of gas at the end, and this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory.
The tackle made
Miles Jack there to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the Jaguars' 47-yard line.
They run once more with Taylor. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Taylor. It's complete.
That ball
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
The pass.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Coming with the heat out the gate, huh? Man, bro, this is my first game of the season. Shit, got me over here sweating and shit.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Brings up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the 1st down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
What's next, big dog? What's next?
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it.
Get out of there.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
3rd down.
To throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
I won. That's what just happened.
It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 4th quarter miss like that, there is no lonelier feeling than that kicker right now.
As we all know, a lot of these games, they come down to special teams. And when that chance comes, you have to perform in order to help your team get over the top.
Could have tied him. Instead, they remain down 3. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. There's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
And less than a yard.
Let's
So this will be a
go!
win
I
for
told
Jacksonville.
you! I
And they
was
were
right
spurred on
there!
by a strong
I'm
performance
right
in that
there!
4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football. All the way up through.
Look at that. I ran for
And they
100
closed them
yards.
out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Jaguars, they improved
Hey,
to
I told you
5-0
to say, I ain't
now
thought
on
it
the
was
young
this
season.
game.
And they will hit the road next week to take
I
on
got
the
my
Tennessee
running back,
Titans.
man. My
Meanwhile,
running
for the
back.
Colts, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7.
Do what I can, man.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Look, hey, see you at the end of the season. I'll be ready.
Hold up. There's a flag on the plate. Let's touchdown. I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag.
Nah, we gotta play the last game of the season. So look, when we play again, it depends on playoff spots. I'm trying to keep you out. I ain't gonna lie.
Hating from the sideline, a flag on the plate.
Like stunt. Keep you out, big dog.
Red zone, going strong. Watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock.
I'm here for it.
I just count 100 rings. That's a whole foot.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep all y'all out.
Get them out of here. I just
I don't want nobody to think
like I
it's
run up
favoritism.
in the backfield. I just gotta say, like I ran up on the field. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a fountain, how you like it?